We got some hot news for you today. Uber just announced that it will be acquiring the food delivery startup Postmates for $2.6 billion. Well, not exactly. This is going to be an all-stock deal. Uber won't be spending a single dollar on this deal whatsoever, no cash. That essentially means that the former shareholders of Postmates will now get shares in Uber as payment for their shares. Essentially, instead of being a 100% shareholder of Postmates, the shareholders will hold 5.2% of Uber as payment for their shares. So that way Uber doesn't spend any cash and these guys actually get shares in a really good company. And at this point, you might be wondering, why are the former shareholders of Postmates getting 5.2% of Uber? Where did this figure came from? Well, it's very simple. Uber is a public company, which means its valuation is fixed at $50.3 billion. And with the deal being worth $2.6 billion, essentially 2.6 divided by 50.3 gives you 5.2%. This is what the company is worth. So why did Uber pull the trigger on this deal? Well, the answer is that Uber is actually struggling. Its rideshare business is in the toilet because of this whole COVID-19 situation. People are staying at home, less rides. However, one bright spot in this whole Uber corporation is the fact that Uber Eats is growing faster than ever. There's less rides, people are staying at home. But the one good thing about people staying at home, they're actually delivering more food home. So why buy Postmates? Now, if you're not familiar with Postmates, the company was actually founded in 2011 and has grown significantly since. Right now, they have over 500,000 members, 600,000 merchants, and presence in 50 states. And although Postmates is the smallest player in the food delivery market, with about 8% of the market, if you combine that 8% with the 23% that Uber Eats currently holds, you create a 31% presence. Not to mention cutting costs through synergies and eliminating competition. So it actually makes a lot of sense to combine both of these businesses to make Uber Eats much more competitive in the food delivery market. In this case, however, it seems that Postmates are kind of the second option. Uber were actively trying to purchase Grubhub, and they lost the deal to Takeaway.com, a European competitor, for about $7.3 billion. So they had to go for option number 2, which is Postmates. Now, the identity of the company is kind of different, but the logic is quite the same. And let me explain what is the grand scheme behind this whole acquisition, because I think it makes a lot of sense. Let's be honest, the rideshare business is never gonna be the same. Just as airlines and car rentals will never be the same as well. People are staying at home, less rides, and much more food deliveries. That is just the way the world has changed post the COVID-19 pandemic. You see, the food delivery business in the US alone is worth $33 billion. It's a lot of money. But get this, by 2025, the way it's going right now, the market is expected to get to $200 billion. That's a lot of money. And if Uber wants a piece of that, they have to get on the action right now before it's too late. I think what Uber did right now was very smart, and it's not for the reasons that you would assume in a regular merger. Of course, Uber would love to have synergies, cost cutting, all that good stuff. But I don't think this is what drove this deal to happen. Let's just look at the food delivery market and follow the numbers. Right now, in this market, DoorDash is the clear leader in the US with 45% of the market. However, second and third place is Grubhub and Uber Eats neck to neck, 23% each. And Postmates is lagging behind with its 8% of the market. Uber just got 8% more of the market for $0 just by giving away some of its shares. So right now, just by doing that, Uber became the second clear competitor in the market, passing Grubhub, not to mention eliminating a competitor and improving costs and efficiencies. So that's a great deal right there. But this is nothing compared to the second step. In the grand scheme of things, the second step that Uber is about to take is going to catapult them over DoorDash quite easily. So how exactly will Uber, with its 31% of the market, is going to catapult itself over a competitor that holds 45% of the food delivery market in the US? Well, Uber has a secret weapon that DoorDash will never have. Uber actually has extensive automotive experience. Uber is already using its rideshare business to test and develop a 100% full autonomous driving technology. Now, Uber wants to leverage its second place in the market to build joint ventures with major automotive manufacturers such as Ford, Toyota, and GM, which would cut costs and potentially put Uber at the lead of the new $200 billion food delivery market in just 2025. Now, at this point, I want to ask you guys a question. Do you think that Uber is doing the smart move here? Do you think that their gamble will pay off? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, There's going to be a subscribe link right here. There's going to be a video right here, which I definitely recommend you watch. And I'll see you there in just